Hello, my name is Nancy Heiduch, and I would like to tell you a bit about my study on higher education instructors' perceptions and inclusion of mobile technology. Mobile technology has impacted our lives and now the world of education. As these devices become more commonplace on higher education campuses, we focus on how to use this technology to meet the needs of students. With the rapidly changing capabilities in mobile technology, the need for ongoing studies is imperative. Most studies on mobile learning were conducted more than 5 years ago when mobile learning was in its infancy. Today's mobile device is now capable of the same features found on computers of the previous decades. An understanding of what influences instructors to adopt mobile technology use in their higher education courses is still lacking. A study in 2017 by Farouk El-Tamimi found that regardless of the widespread use of mobile technology by students, many instructors were still hesitant to include their use in their courses. To promote adoption of mobile learning, studies of what motivates instructors to incorporate this technology must be pursued. To begin bridging this gap in research and help determine why higher education instructors are still resistant to adopting mobile technology in their courses, I undertook a study to further examine this. This study seeks to understand the perceptions of higher education instructors on mobile technology and how they use it. To address my problem, I developed 6 research questions. These questions address general perceptions toward mobile phones in higher education, their effectiveness, and what barriers may prevent the inclusion of this technology in higher education courses. I also wanted to explore how these instructors are using mobile technology in their classes and what they find most beneficial about them. Since previous studies indicated age could be a factor in perceptions, I wanted to look at any possible relationship between teacher perceptions on mobile technology and other aspects, including age, gender, self-expressed expertise, and professional development received. Previous research has been focused on the use of mobile technology in higher education, its benefits and barriers, and instructors' perceptions on including these devices in their courses. With the inclusion of technology in education, mobile learning allows for learners to explore and participate in their education anytime, anywhere. It has become more commonplace on college campuses as the new generations of students are vastly more technology focused. Students experience the convenience of the just-in-time features of mobile devices with quick and easy access. Many benefits in using mobile technology have surfaced over the past few years. These benefits include the elimination of location and distance barriers to include more learners in rural areas. Collaboration and discussion are enhanced and create learner-centered environments. Mobile technology helps to motivate students, promoting more interest in course materials. Concerns raised are just as numerous. Previous studies have found that personal beliefs of students and teachers of their own ability to interact efficiently with mobile technology can prevent its use in education. Teacher training, age, and technical experience have also caused frustrations. As many barriers exist in adopting technology in the classroom, the instructor's perception of the technology's usefulness is high on the list, as Davison and Lazaros found in 2015. Most studies indicate that instructors have an overall positive attitude toward the use of mobile technology in education. Students have indicated that their views of mobile learning are impacted by their instructor's use or reluctance in using a mobile device for class purposes, as found by Geikus and Grant in 2013. In 2014, an O'Bannon and Thomas study revealed that teacher perceptions appear to vary by age, with older teachers being less likely to incorporate mobile devices into their classrooms. Henderson and Chapman found in 2012 that many teachers, particularly older instructors, perceived mobile devices in the classroom as more of a distraction for students than a benefit. All of this evidence increases the need to study the current use on mobile technology and instructors' perceptions of its effectiveness. This study used a survey design to investigate instructors' perceptions of mobile learning. This research method was chosen because it is best for determining individual opinions, beliefs, and attitudes. This survey was conducted on state-owned Pennsylvania universities with a target population of teacher education instructors. A probability sampling technique was used to determine which of the universities would be included using simple random sampling to choose 7 schools. These universities distributed the survey to all instructors in the education departments through their department chair. The final sample, a convenience sample, consisted of 204 instructors, of which 191 fully completed the survey. A breakdown of the demographic information of the sample was found using IBM's statistical package SPSS. This breakdown shows the majority of the respondents are adjuncts or instructors. As for the level of formal education, most respondents are currently pursuing a doctoral degree or already hold one. Of these respondents, more than half were older than 50 years old, and more than 3/4 were female. The instrument used was a survey design and consisted of 20 items with additional demographic information. Survey items were based on a 1 to 5 Likert scale. The items were divided into 5 groups. Each group was designed to collect data for use of one of the research questions pertaining to instructors' perceptions. Survey questions were adapted from surveys and results in 3 previous studies within this field. A small pilot study was completed, resulting in survey items being modified as needed. There are several limitations to this study. The first limitation is a limited number of survey items, only 20, were used to explore the research questions. Additional survey items may have uncovered additional findings for these research questions. This study was only conducted in Pennsylvania schools. Had the sample been extended to include instructors from different states, the generalizability would be increased. Since this sample was one of convenience of voluntary participation, those who responded may share characteristics not typical of other higher education instructors. This may not be a fair representation of the larger population. Future studies of this kind may benefit from collecting more demographic data in a more precise manner to provide flexibility such as total years teaching and more refined scales to examine in depth the self-assessed expertise reported. Grouping the survey items to correspond to the research questions gave descriptive data to analyze for each question. In looking at the results for research question 1, we see that there are positive trends in perceptions toward using mobile technology in higher education. More than half of those surveyed indicated their support of the use in their classroom, as well as agreeing that it supports learning and facilitates communication between instructors and their students. This overall positive perception is similar to that found by Davison and Lazaros in their 2015 study. Research question 2 addresses effectiveness of mobile technology. These answers also indicated positive trends, with instructors finding mobile technology to be effective for providing feedback and engaging students. The respondents have particularly high ratings on mobile technology facilitating communication and collaboration between students. In a 2013 study by Geikus and Grant, students indicated that they also found communication with instructors and classmates to be a highlight of mobile technology use. Looking at question 3 on barriers preventing use of mobile technology shows that of the respondents, 68% are concerned with mobile technology, that it's not available to all of their students. This concern is the number 1 reason indicated for their lack of implementing mobile learning. Risks of cheating and accessing inappropriate material is also a strong concern. As found by Henderson and Chapman in 2012, some instructors believe that mobile technology can create a disruption in the classroom. In looking at question 4 on instructors' use, we see that the most predominant use of mobile technology in their courses is the use of utility tools like the calculator and calendar features. More than half of the respondents indicated that they use mobile technology to create educational content that their students can access on mobile devices, but less than half are actually including educational apps that are accessible on smartphones in their courses they teach. A recent study in 2017 by Farouk El-Tamimi found that many instructors are still hesitant to include mobile technology in their classes at all. Despite 85% of respondents in the first research question that mobile technology facilitates communication between students and their instructors, only 64% actually indicated that they are using it for this purpose. Research question 5 addresses instructors' perceived benefits of mobile technology. The clear majority of all respondents agreed or strongly agreed that all presented aspects in this section are beneficial for their students. The strongest of these aspects is the ability for students to access course material anywhere, anytime with mobile technology. The trend in this research question is a very positive outlook for mobile technology use in higher education courses. In order to determine if we could make any prediction of instructors' perceptions based on gender, age, self-assessed expertise, and hours of professional development, a multiple linear regression was calculated. This calculation produced a significant regression equation that shows only self-assessed expertise is a significant predictor of instructors' perceptions. To take an even closer look, a factorial ANOVA was calculated comparing the overall perceptions for participants to gender, age, self-assessed expertise, and professional development hours. This calculation revealed that gender, age, and professional development hours do not have any significant effect on instructors' perceptions of using mobile technology in their courses. However, self-assessed expertise was found to have a significant effect. Instructors who indicated a lower level of self-assessed expertise, as novice to somewhat competent, had a lower overall perception than instructors who self-assessed at a moderate or higher level as competent or highly competent to mastery. The results of the survey were consistent with the overall positive perception found by Davison and Lazaros in 2015. In all questions, more than half the respondents indicated support of using mobile technology in their courses and found it to be an overall useful and effective tool. Instructors indicated that they use mobile technology mostly for utility apps, but agree that it facilitates collaboration and communication between students, as well as between student and teacher. Although age, gender, and professional development were not found to have a significant effect on perceptions, the instructor's self-efficacy in using mobile technology did. This interaction is of particular concern as it can greatly affect students' perceptions, as found by the 2013 study from Geikes and Grant. Although instructors expressed support, concerns for student access were noted as a major barrier. This can stretch beyond just having a cell phone, as the number of non-traditional students is growing. These students may not be as comfortable with the technology and may need instruction on this to participate. The lower the instructor believed their ability to use mobile technology was, equated to a more negative perception of its use. This implies that training is needed for instructors to gain skills in order to raise their self-efficacy. Further research is suggested to address perceptions of those with lower self-assessed expertise in mobile technology use, possibly exploring their likelihood to implement mobile tech use after receiving training. It is also suggested that studies be done to explore how the indicated barriers impact inclusion decisions, as well as looking at student perspectives compared to instructor perspectives of mobile technology use in education. Lastly, it is recommended that this study be repeated with a wider array of response choices for self-assessed expertise in mobile technology in order to better pinpoint at what level the instructors are confident enough to adopt mobile technology in their classrooms.